to this celebration. This is the Above and Beyond celebration, recognizing all the achievements of our non-traditional or adult learners here at Pacific. Barbara Shaw, by the way. I'm Associate Provost for Professional and Continuing Education. And I oversee the office that really sends the messages and things to our adult students just to give them little reminders. So again, I want to welcome you. Thank you for coming on Earth Day. So let's remember that it's Earth Day today. And I want to tell you a little bit about the significance of this celebration, both for the students and also for the university. So this is the 13th time that we have brought our students together each year, the graduating students that are adult learners. And it's to celebrate their achievements as individuals and also as students. And so usually when we talk about non-traditional students, we think of these students as those that are 25 years and older, but it really has much more to do with their stage in life and the progression that they made from high school to college to completing college. So for all of our students, there's been some kind of break in there, or they've gone part-time for a while, so they didn't go straight through and complete to their undergraduate degree. We named this celebration Above and Beyond because these students truly go above and beyond what we normally expect of traditional students. And that's because they have so many different roles that they play. They are great time managers, and if they didn't come into these programs being great time managers, they're certainly going out being great time managers. And they also juggle. They juggle a lot of things. So when you look at these students, they are spouses, they are partners, they are parents. Of the 49 students that responded that they were going to be here tonight, 26 have children, and of those, 8 are single parents. So that gives you a little bit of perspective of what they're dealing with. And our students represent 69 children, so there's 69 children that have parents on that side of the room, and 7.5 grandchildren. There's one on the way in August, I believe. They are caregivers, they're employers, they're employees, they're volunteers, and then on top of that, they're students. So why do they go back to school? There's a variety of reasons why they've chosen now to go back to school. Maybe a change or an advance in their career that they're seeking. Maybe they're trying to ward off the possibility of a layoff. Maybe to pursue interests that were put on the back burner because, quite frankly, life got in the way and they just couldn't go going through the process. Maybe because the kids are now in school or a little older, and so they can now do something for themselves and go back to school. Or maybe they're just following their dream that they never were ready to give up on, and so it's always stayed with them, and now is the time to complete. And so when we see these students and talk with them, they're scared, they're apprehensive, that's understandable. They're also very excited, they're committed, and they're passionate about what they're going to do, about the degree, the subject area, about returning to school. And they are truly some of the most dedicated individuals that we have in the university. Many didn't grow up in families with a college tradition. Of our students here, 23, so almost half of them are first-generation students, first-generation college graduates. And they didn't necessarily take a straight path. So when we look at the kinds of transfer units that are coming in from the institutions, there are 26 distinct institutions that they transferred credits in from. And some of them are from as close as down the street at San Joaquin Delta College. In fact, 38 of our students transferred courses in from Delta College. But they're also as far away as the Philippines and Kuwait. 2 of our students are veterans or currently in the military. So there's a wide span of experiences that come together when these students get together. They're absolutely awesome. They deserve special recognition for their hard work, for their achievement. And we're really very honored that they chose Pacific and very, very proud of them. So when we look at these students and talk to faculty that are in the university that have had these students in their courses, the faculty always tell us that they bring real life experience to the classroom, that they actually enhance the learning experience because they bring in perspectives that sometimes traditional students don't have. And the students consistently mention faculty members that they feel have been an inspiration to them. I sent out a questionnaire to all of the students because we want to know a little bit more about them. And we're always amazed at the number of volunteer hours that they find time somehow to sandwich in between home life, work life, and school life. So they're really great role models and great community citizens. We also find out that they have an extensive network of support. And for those individuals that are out here as guests, you are their network of support. And so for all the students tonight, they really wanted to say thank you to all their supporters and give you a round of applause. So thank you. And now I'd like you to hear from one of our students who will speak on behalf of her classmates. So Renee Renard, we have asked you to speak to you on behalf of her fellow students.
Welcome. It's an honor to be here tonight, both as a graduate and as a student speaker. My name is Renee Lenart, and I graduated in December with my bachelor's degree in liberal studies. I'm currently a Master's of Education student working towards obtaining my teaching credential here at Pacific. First, I'd like to take the opportunity to acknowledge my husband, my best friend, Paul. Without his support and encouragement, none of this would have been possible. I would also like to recognize my 3 children for the inspiration and motivation that started me on this journey. I know for many of us, it's a scary prospect of returning back to school after being away so long. But Pacific made that transition much easier by providing the accelerated night courses and the evening degree programs that they offer. While I can only speak for the EdPro 2 program, I'm sure many of the characteristics I experienced are similar in other programs. While the accelerated program was rigorous and overwhelming at times, it allowed us to continue with our full-time jobs during the day while attending college at night. For me, returning to school meant making a commitment in myself. At first, my goal was to simply get my bachelor's degree. But as time went by, I realized there was more to my journey, and I saw just how important my education was, not only for my future career, but for me as an individual. It's been a challenge, yet at the same time, such a rewarding experience. We are blessed that Pacific saw the need and invested the energy into creating 2 such strong and successful academic evening programs. EdPro 2 and Organizational Behavior. Not only do they exist, they thrive here on the campus. They are structured in a way that promotes success. The support given by the professors is extraordinary. They truly care for each one of their students' academic success and are an intricate part of that success. Without the evening program, I'm not sure it would have been manageable to return and further my education. I was lucky to be placed in a cohort with a group of people that have come to mean the world to me. I have made some lifelong friendships that I truly treasure. We have come to rely on each other for support and understanding that we couldn't get from anyone else. After all, we were in the same boat. When one of us had feelings of doubt or the pressure got to be too much, there was always someone to lean on to help you get through those bad times and remind you that our goal was just around the corner. Education is more than just a piece of paper that says you have a degree. It is a lifetime investment in yourself, an investment that will offer many returns in the future. Each of us should be proud of what we've accomplished and what we can offer others in our future endeavors. As As we graduate, I strongly believe our lives have been enriched by being part of such a special institution as Pacific, a place that we will always call home. Congratulations, fellow graduates, we did it.
Thank you, Renee. She was a little shocked when I called and asked her to speak. I now have the honor of introducing our provost again, Provost Calavicini, to give you a few words. The provost is in her 5th year as provost here at Pacific and our chief academic officer.
Thank you, and I'd like to also give you my utmost and heartfelt congratulations on the path that you have taken. And I have a favorite poem that I'm sure that some of you have heard before that I just would like to share with you, because so many of you have taken different paths to get here. You were on a path, and then you decided to change that path, and here you are. This is a poem by Robert Frost, and some of you may know this poem. It's called The Road Not Taken. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then I took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how one way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So for all the graduates, you made a choice to go down a road. You had a destination. There were people that traveled with you on that road. Some of the people are here. They gave you sustenance. I'm sure they made dinners for you, and sometimes they made lunches and so forth. They gave you encouragement. They gave you support. They were there for you. So I know that we all appreciate those who travel with us on roads that we take, whether it be your family, whether it be the faculty, whether they be the administration or the staff. And I think you would all say that anything truly worth doing is usually not easy. And success is never guaranteed. But you have been enormously successful. And I congratulate that for you. And I look so forward to seeing you walk across that commencement stage in just a few weeks. So congratulations to each of you.
Thank you, Provost Calavicini. So now we want to present our graduates with certificates of achievement, and they're each going to get a lapel, a Pacific lapel pin. So we're taking photos. If the guests could keep that center aisle free, because we'll take photos of each student. And then if the provost and Marika will come up, help. And if each dean will come up with their students and congratulate them. So our first group of students is from College of the Pacific. Nicholas Brummel is completing his degree with a major in communications and minor in pre-law, graduating magna cum laude. Nicholas works at Pacific as a tutor and at Burger King as a shift leader. He's a member of Alpha Sigma Lambda National Honor Society and Phi Alpha Delta and Lambda Pi at a national professional organization. After graduation, he plans to attend UC Hastings Law School. Nicholas said that one of the most memorable events at Pacific was the first day of school. He was in a small classroom of students, and a faculty member brought in food. He said he remembers being shocked at how easy it was to actually get to know the faculty. Nicholas wants to recognize Dr. Dari Sylvester of Political Science for her inspiration. Congratulations, Nicholas. Jeanette Carter is graduating with a major in English and a minor in ethnic studies. She's a member of several honor societies and is an OSHA reentry scholar. Mom of 3 and grandma to 2, she is quite the entrepreneur. She's a realtor, owner of a child care and learning center, and currently working on opening both a foster care agency and a nonprofit to help those recently released from prison. She says to others thinking about returning to school, if your heart desires it, you can achieve it. Jeanette says she is truly blessed as a non-traditional student and wants to recognize Professors Dobbs, Smith, and Zhao for their guidance and mentorship, and her family for holding down her child care and real estate businesses while she attended Pacific. Congratulations, Jeanette. Graciela Garza, is graduating cum laude, completing her degree with a major in sociology and a minor in religious studies. Married and the mother of 3, she is currently the director of religious education at the Cathedral of the Annunciation. After graduation, she is considering going for her graduate degree in administration and leadership. Graciela says, working with the student-to-student peer